been a long time since we posted any cycling related video, and with that said, in today's video we are talking about the Scicon Aerocomfort 3.0 bike travel bag. This bag is the bag I used on my recent travel to the Philippines when I purchased the new Giant 2023 Propel, which we will talk about it on a separate video later. So make sure you hit that subscribe and notification button so you can be notified on my latest videos. But that is not what you came here for, so back on the topic. If you're in the market for a bike bag, this video is for you. I will cover measurements and compare that with other brands. Also, we will talk about what's included in the bag, and then I will show you how to pack a bike. And lastly, I will share some tips on how you can avoid any headaches and damages to your beloved bike. So let's get to it. Okay, first let's cover measurements. Now in terms of dimension, with this bike inside, you are looking at 44 inches long, 19 inches wide, and 35 inches high. This bike bag weighs 10.5 kilograms or 23 pounds, which give you enough room for your bike, your gears, your tools, nutrition, clothing, and so on. Now most airlines have a weight limit of 50 pounds for economy, with even more weight allowance for premium economy or first class, giving you extra weight to pack this bike bag. Similar bags in the market is the Evoke Travel Bag Pro, which weighs 26.85 pounds. If you prefer a hard case, you can look into the Scicon Aerotech Evolution, which weighs 27.5 pounds, or the Thule Round Trip Transition, which weighs 39 pounds. Just bear in mind, hard case weighs more because of the hard shell plastic versus the soft shell. Next, I will show you what comes in the bike bag. The good thing is that you get almost everything you need to pack your bike. First, you get a gear bag. So this bag is what you use to put your shoes, your gloves, your tools, your gels, the bars, glasses, and so on. You get the idea. Next is protective paddings. Along with that, you get shoulder strap, pull strap, and accessories for different mounting options. If you are mounting with a through axle, you don't need any adapter. Just thread your through axle and you're good. One more thing that's included in this bike bag is a storage bag. So when you are not using this bike bag, you can roll it nicely and store it in this storage bag. Lastly, you get a TSA approved lock, which is a nice touch for Scicon. Thumbs up. Now you got all the important information. Let me show you how to pack the bike. First, I will need to unpack the bike so I can show you how to pack it so you know how to pack yours. So many packing. Pack this shit. Alright, YouTube magic. Now back on the video. Once you open this bike bag, you will see there is a QR code that is attached on the wheel bag. Now once you scan it, it will take you directly to the YouTube video. But for me, I don't think the video is not as detailed as I wanted. So go and watch that, and then when you're still confused, come back and watch this video. Okay? There are 4 things I recommend you take off in this process. First, make sure you take off the pedals, then the wheels, the rotors, and the rear derailleur. And I'll tell you why later on. But that's it. No need messing around with your stem and your handlebar, and no need to lower your seat post so you don't mess your bike fitting. Okay, now we are ready. First, make sure you spread the bike bag as wide as possible, and then have your front through axle ready, and all you gotta do is thread your front through axle. You don't have to tighten it all the way. And then this one, make sure it's loose so you can move it forward and backward. All you gotta do is line up your rear through axle and make sure your chain is on the chain catch. Just give it a little bang. Make sure that lines up. And boom. That's it. Now we can tighten everything down and you are almost good to go. Lay it down. Alright, bike is secure. Now for demonstration purposes, of course, I will not be taking out my rear derailleur. The reason why we have to take out the rear derailleur is to avoid any accidental bending of the hanger. Once this is bent, it will mess up your shifting big time. So make sure that you take off your rear derailleur so you don't take any chances of damaging the hanger. Now here's the tip. Make sure you get a foam pad or bubble wrap or your nice raffle jersey and wrap around your chainstay to avoid any scratching. Actually, I'm just kidding, don't do that. Next is to get another bubble wrap or foam pad and wrap your rear derailleur once you're done detaching it. And I usually tape it along with the rear chainstay so it doesn't flap around during transit or it doesn't accidentally scratch my frame. Just remember, don't go crazy on the tape because you will need to reuse the foam pad or the bubble wrap. And if you put too much tape, it'll be hard not to tear the foam pad or the bubble wrap. So just take it easy on the tape. All you need to do is put all the protective padding. That's it. Pretty easy. And the good thing is that it is labeled so you know where you're putting it. Comes with like a Velcro strap. Once you're done with the handlebar, put it on the top tube. Again, it's labeled, it says top tube. Okay, and then lastly is your saddle pad. So all you gotta do is run the buckle strap first on one hole and then do the tip and go backwards. Take a little muscle to put this on, but just be patient. Give it a little pull. We're good to go. Actually, you have to run this all the way through. And okay, now grab all your buckle straps. Secure tight. Both handlebar and tight. And then this one here for your saddle. Secure tight. Okay. Now that is done, all we have left to do is to put our wheels on each end. Of course, assuming you remove your rotors, you'll put it face this way. You don't want your cassette banging in your frame. Alright. That's simple, guys. And then on this way. Okay. Grab this buckle strap, hold it, grab the other buckle strap, secure them together. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, make sure you don't leave your gear bag because this is where you have your shoes and all the other important gears. So it comes with a Velcro strap so you can secure it in your bike bag. And I usually secure it here below your frame. And that strap. Other than that, you can throw in whatever items you have, assuming that you are still under 50 pounds, or if you are allowed to have a check-in luggage more than 50 pounds, go ahead and do so. Just make sure, I'd recommend you put soft items like clothing and stuff like that. Nothing to damage or scratch the frame during transit, so just keep that in mind. Alright, we got all the important stuff inside. We can go ahead and close our bike bag. I put this additional padding on my shifter so it comes on both ends just to give that extra protection. So make sure you line it up properly when you're attaching it on the Velcro. Okay, done. Zip it up. Okay, all you have left to do is make sure you lock your bike. That's it. That's how you pack your bike inside the Scicon Aerocomfort 3.0. After that's done, you can go ahead and attach the handle. You can put it here in the front. It comes with two hook rings, so you can attach them. Actually, it's right here. This is where you attach the shoulder strap if you like. So it comes across, so you can just sling it on your shoulder and you can carry your bag if you like to do that. Okay, to wrap it up, we will talk about the pros and cons of this bike bag. First is the reasonable price. The original retail price is $949. Luckily, we were able to snag this for $570. Now compared to the Evoke Travel Bag Pro, which goes $795, or the Aerotech Evolution hard case, which costs more than $899. Lastly is the Thule round trip transition, which costs $798. Now another plus is the crash replacement. If your bag is compromised for whatever reason, you get 50% credit on your replacement. Just make sure your bike is not inside, otherwise they will not pay for that $12,000 worth as works. Keep that in mind. Next pro is that you don't have to take off your seat post or your handlebar, and also this bike comes with an internal bike stand, which helps secure your bike safely and securely during transit. Another pro is that this bike bag provides good protection for a soft shell case. With the added tips I shared you earlier, you can guarantee that you have a safe transit for your beloved bike. Another thing is that this bike bag is easy to roll and maneuver on tight spaces. So for a busy airport, that is important, and a big bonus is that this bike bag have good wheels. I think we have covered all the pros. Now let's talk about the cons. Well, technically I only have two issues with this bike bag. First, it might be just a bad quality control issue, but I cannot run my through axle because there was a small metal that was obstructing the hole. Might be a bad weld, but who knows. I don't have a round file, and the hardware store close to me didn't have one either. Instead, I bought a screwdriver and wrapped it around with the 80 grit sandpaper, and then filed that metal bump until I was able to pass through the through axle. Another issue, which is not the bike's fault, it was completely mine, but I did not remove the rotors and my rear brake rotor got slightly bent. It was an easy fix, but totally preventable, and I hope you learned from that mistake. Other than that, the pros still outweighs the cons, and I still think this bike bag is worth it. If there is something Scicon can improve on the next version, probably is to add another protective padding for the chainstay and the pouch that's attached to the end to hold the detached rear derailleur. Lastly is to have an option to lock out the rear wheels, because this can wander around too easily, which can be annoying if your hands are full and you cannot control the bag when it wanders. So having a lockout on the two wheels can definitely solve that issue. Alright, if you're renting a bike and it is available and it is a better option for you, by all means go for it. But if you're considering to buy a bike bag, I hope I was able to help you in your buying decision. If you find value in this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and as always, keep those rubbers side down. I'll see you on the next video.
Bruh.
So there are 4 things I recommend you take off in this process. First, you need to take off the pedals. Next is the rotors, and then the rear derailleur. It's the 4th one. Rolling. Still rolling. I will tape it together with the. Other than that, the